But this is a picture of the man who wrote the King James Version of the Bible, or at least he's given the credit for writing it. He was a supreme slave master, King James. In fact, it was King James who threw slavery into high gear. In fact, it was the slaves were brought to Jamestown. They named, in 1619, they named the place where they brought the first slaves after King James, the Bible man. Okay, so we have to start really looking at these things. Of course, King James dealt very, very highly in witchcraft. Most of us are familiar with his book, the Bible, but how many are you familiar with his other book? Is there anybody in here familiar with his other book? He also wrote a book on witchcraft. And this is a library book of King James's book on witchcraft. Does that shock anybody in here? In his book, he deals with the whole art. In this particular book on witchcraft, he deals with the art of imitation. See, the media is all about imitation. King James the First, demonology.
Have you guys seen this new LeBron James ad? This ad is pure demonic. If you all can't see the issue with this ad, I don't know what more to add or to even say, because they are calling him the forever king in this ad. There is only one true forever king, and that is Jesus Christ. So this ad right here is pure satanic, and this is very disturbing stuff. And I know I can't be the only one out there that finds this to be disturbing. What do you think?
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, yeah, once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, yeah, once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter.
Family, 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 we are back. I got the look I want. I got the blurred background. I got the nice, crisp composition up front in the foreground. Listen, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to get back to the longer uploads. I'm way more comfortable now. And I'm not on my camera. Anyways, thanks for being here. It does mean a lot. We're getting this thing back kicking, and I'm thankful. I'm gonna embrace it. I'm not gonna delete any content. I really want to go live. I have another location. I'm trying to really figure out what I want to do. But there is gonna be a content shift or pivot at that other location, and that will allow me to do more things, just to broaden my range for real. I feel so, I don't know, I'm not gonna say like captive, but I just want to talk about more broad things. Like, I got great commentary about a lot of stuff and a lot of valid points about different things. I just don't want it to be about he sold out, he took the oath. Anyways, nevertheless, we're here. Thank you. Let me know where you're tapping in from. And yeah, I don't know if I want to say this, but I'm not gonna say it. But let's get this work. All right, let's go. I know I'm goofy, but let's get to the content.
LeBron saying that he just wants to live has to be very concerning for us. I know a lot of stuff is happening all at once and is happening for a reason, but just how Kobe finished retired and all that good stuff, LeBron is on his way in retirement. Yes, he wants to live, but it's more deeper than that. He knows he has to give up something, right? You either to give up yourself or you have to give up a family member. They let you reign in the industry this long, and now it's his time to pay up. Obviously, TikTok is for entertainment purposes. I don't know what I'm talking about, but he's a part of the Boule. It's the first African American like secret society in a sense, and I do believe that most of the industry is operated. Most of the black people in the industry are operating from this group. I'm the ones that actually obtain power, not the ones on the low scale. Maybe they do have to join, but knowing this, that he has it tatted on his chest, he's always known that yes, he's able to reign in this industry, but at some point he's gonna have to give up something, either himself or one of his children or his family members. Hence the reason why he just said he just wants to live and doesn't know what's to come next. I'm praying for you, bro.
I'm gonna be real. When LeBron made that statement, the "I just want to live" statement, I really wonder if that was influenced by his thoughts of Kobe and what happened after he retired. I really do. It's a lot that I do want to say about this Kobe LeBron stuff, but I want to stay monetized for real. I can't lie. The dynamic there, like when there's a guy telling a story about how cold Kobe was when LeBron was about to score the point to pass up his scoring record, but the dude spoke and said that Kobe looked the whole other way because he didn't want the visual, he didn't want the optics. Yeah, it's a weird game, but that chess piece that LeBron has, it is significant. Very. We saw this man throwing up you know how you do the loser signs when you put two of them together, it makes another sign or symbol. We seen him throwing it up so much, even at a young age. I think the dude knew what he was signing up for from the jump, and that's just my opinion. I'm entitled to that. We're just reviewing and reacting to clips. Let's continue.
So is LeBron James really struggling to get out of a deal with the devil? Like, I'm really questioning after this latest post-game interview. Like, he not only said he wanted to live, but he said it in a very concerning way. I mean, the man was asking, did you want to continue playing basketball? Like, were you going to be here next season? I mean, the most we were expecting were you saying, yes, I want to continue on for another season or two, or no, I actually want to retire now. We didn't expect you to say, I want to live in a concerning tone. There was some unsettling traces of disturbia, if you will, in his response that felt slightly palpable. Slightly, because we're trying to put the pieces together due to that response after we had already heard allegations of him making a deal with the devil and him having to decide on who to sacrifice, either himself or someone in his family. And most people don't want to believe in those type of things because we just think that's just too far-fetched and people aren't going that far, but they are. And people think that people only compromise their morals and such in just the musician world or the acting world. It happens in sports too. There are many people who have been stars that have gone to witch doctors and Haitian priests to get charms to be the best player in the world, the best soccer player, the best football player, the best basketball player. It happens to a lot of famous people in the league. Okay, so I've heard of this for many years. Actually, this is not new to me, and I remember it being so bizarre and crazy to me, but I believed it 100%. I've heard of many stories of different celebrities and athletes and such going to get charms to be the best at something or to be on a certain level. It's not new. It's just not. So I wouldn't be surprised if he made some sort of deal, you know, and got some sort of contract. Even though he was already naturally gifted in that area, people will still be met with deals from the devil to be at a certain point and level, believe it or not. So yeah, this is actually really bizarre. That was really unsettling to hear, in my opinion. to see that interview, especially after all the allegations. So do with that what you will. I mean, he said himself, I just want to live. Yikes. I mean, you just want to live. I hope you don't mean what we think you mean. That is unsettling. What also makes it not so far-fetched to me is the pregame ritual he would always do with putting up a bunch of satanic subliminal hand gestures before he would play. And I remember believing for years that he was already in it when I had first seen that long ago.
LeBron James, LeBron James, he knows, in my opinion, what's up. He knows what he signed up for. He knows that he performed at a very high level for so long. He knows he should have bitten his tongue when he didn't bite his tongue, and he said some pretty interesting things before. When I look at LeBron and I do these clips and stuff and I'm fishing for content, there's a certain look on his face now, and I'm not going to say it's content, but it's more so of a person that's worried / tired. It gives me the vibe of a person that's expecting something, borderline nervous. His energy in these press conferences it's changed a lot, and I really think he knows. I really do. I will say this. In my opinion, I feel like bro would rather go out a martyr and give his younger lineage a time to also be great. That's really what I feel. That's honestly what I feel. But in a certain line of work or just anything, period, you gotta give to take. If you catch my drift, you gotta give if you want to take. Anyways, if you made it to this point, say I made it. I'm thankful for you guys. If you want to donate to the Trap House, support the cause, $ Trap House Kitchen 1. And you can also find me at Trap Nerds 1 on Insta. And Nerds has a Z at the end. And yeah, if you made it, say I made it. Let me know when you got the notification. Let me know where you're tapping in from. Thank you guys. I'm out. Peace.